Hi, I'm Dr. Jen Harrison from drjenniferharrison.com, and welcome to your Best Self Minute. I have a question for you. So what do Olympic athletes, Tony Robbins, Oprah, and astronauts all have in common? They all use the power of visualization to achieve their goals. Visualization, which is also known as mental rehearsal or visual motor rehearsal, is a powerful tool that can really quantum leap you to where you want to be. It's been widely used in sports and sports psychology for decades, as well as by NASA in their astronaut training program. In this episode of Your Best Self Minute, I want to explain what visualization is, the impact that it has on your brain, and the best way to use it to achieve your goals. So visualization is essentially just using your imagination to picture yourself and your life exactly how you want it to be. Jack Nicklaus, the world-famous golfer, is quoted as saying, "I never hit a shot, not even in practice, without having a very sharp, in-focus picture of it in my head." Research shows that the brain can't actually differentiate whether you are physically doing a task or just imagining doing it. For example, a study looking at brain patterns in weightlifters found that the brainwave pattern when the person was lifting hundreds of pounds was actually very similar to when the person was just imagining lifting the weights. Research has also shown the impact where the brain and mind imagery can have on the body. In other words, the power of the body-mind connection. That's why you'll often hear me refer to the body-mind, because the connection between mind and body is so intertwined, you can't really separate the two. So everyone actually already uses visualization, except that they're not consciously aware of what they're doing or the impact that it's having on their results or on their health. For example, how often do we let our minds repeat scenarios from the past over and over again? Maybe an argument with a family member or something that happened at work last week or maybe even 10 years ago. When we repeat these scenarios, what happens in our bodies? We get tense, our heart rate increases, and maybe we even get a knot in our stomach. We also do this picturing future events. Remember back in high school or university, right before an exam, you'd be standing outside the classroom or the gym, where you were going to be writing your exam, and you'd feel so nervous. Your heart would be pounding and your palms would be sweaty. But what was actually happening in that moment? You were just standing in the hallway with your friends and classmates, period. That's all you were doing in that moment. But the power of your mind was causing your body to go right into fight or flight mode. We do this all the time. So on one level, everyone knows how to use visualization. The problem is that they don't know how to harness the power of it to use to their advantage. And that's what I want to show you today. So step number one, you need to be really clear on your goals and what you want. Now this may involve health and fitness goals, career goals, maybe financial goals or relationship goals. I would recommend starting with a really specific goal, and you may want to go to my website, drjenniferharrison.com, to access some past articles on how to create goals. I also have a few chapters in my book, Stress Self to Best Self, a Body, Mind, Spirit Guide to Creating a Happier and Healthier You, on how to create goals. And that may be helpful for you as well. Basically, a goal is measurable. How much by when? So for example, saying that you're going to lose 10 pounds is actually not a goal, because if a stranger came up to you, they would have no way of knowing whether you had lost 10 pounds, gained 15 pounds, or just stayed the same weight. However, if you said, I'm going to weigh 145 pounds by 11 a.m. September 1st, 2018, then anyone with a scale could come up to you and measure whether you had achieved your goal or not. Many people have multiple goals, and I would recommend starting off by focusing on just one specific goal. So that's step number one, get a very specific goal. Step number two is to get into a relaxed state. Do some deep breathing exercises or do a brief meditation, such as combining your breath with a mantra. One that I like to use is, I breathe in relaxation, I breathe out tension, and repeat that about 10 times. This helps to relax your mind and get your brain into a more of an alpha brainwave length state, or alpha mode sometimes it's called. So this is important because when your brain is more receptive to using imagery or affirmations, then the visualization is that much more powerful. So that's why you want to get into this relaxed state. Now, most people are naturally in this state when they first wake up in the morning or just before falling asleep. This is why these times are usually the best times to be doing visualization. Now, the flip side is that just after you wake up or just as you're falling asleep, those are the worst times to be checking for your checking emails, or heaven forbid, watching the news or listening to the news. Is that really the imagery that you want your brain glomming onto? No, it definitely isn't. So step number 2 is getting into a relaxed state. Now, step number 3 is to imagine what it would look like and feel like to have already achieved your goal. So using the previous goal of weighing a specific weight by a specific date, you might imagine yourself standing in front of a mirror in a new outfit. How does it feel to not have to pull your stomach in? What emotions are you feeling? This is critical. Creating the emotion and really allowing yourself to feel happy or excited or content. Whatever emotion you're wanting to generate, that is the key. By tapping into these emotions, these positive emotions, it actually stimulates your genes right in your DNA at a cellular level to create specific feel-good hormones and neurotransmitters for your brain. Again, that body-mind connection. I also recommend tuning into your other senses like smell or taste, touch, and sound when you're visualizing having already achieved your goal. So that's step number 3. Step number 4 is repetition. Do a 30-day challenge. I invite you to do a 30-day challenge where every morning when you wake up and every night just before you fall asleep, you spend some time. It might just be a few minutes, it might be half an hour, but spending some time visualizing having already achieved your goal, and see what changes you experience in your life. Jack Canfield, who's one of the top success teachers in the world, lists success principle number 11 as see what you want, get what you see. The power of visualization. Now, step number 5 involves taking inspired action. If you really want to achieve your goals, you have to take inspired action. Again, using our weight goal example, you'll achieve your goal more quickly and easily if you are, in addition to using visualization, you're also choosing to eat healthy foods, drinking lots of water, and exercising regularly. You may need to consult a healthcare practitioner to help guide you to do this safely and effectively. Visualizing while sitting on the couch, drinking beer, and eating cheeseburgers is not going to get you where you want to be. So I encourage you to harness the power of visualization to help you achieve your goals and create a life you love. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you like it, share it with a friend who may need it, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. For additional resources to help you go from your stressed self to your best self, head over to my website, drjenniferharrison.com. It's free to join. You get 6 amazing bonuses when you do, plus access to over 100 articles and videos. Remember, making a positive change starts with just one step in the right direction. Thanks for watching.